Hi, welcome back. Today I want to talk about some more free zero waste tips, swaps, what have you, to make the movement, the lifestyle a little more accessible, because it's not all about the really expensive swaps. I did a few of these on Monday and I had some more ideas, so I wanted to make a part 2, and I'm sure I'll make there's so many things, like 8 more parts. The first tip I wanted to say today was to borrow more and buy less. And I feel like this is something I forget about all the time, that I don't have to buy a gadget or buy a new dress for an event. I can borrow from friends, from neighbors, from family members, and I don't have to spend money to use something once or just a handful of times. And my second tip kind of goes in tandem with this, but it's to trade. There's some apps that you can use to just trade an item for an item with people in your area. I feel like I'm lumping these two together now, but for trading and borrowing, stuff like that, there are Facebook groups with your community, your neighborhood, that you can search out, utilize, or start if there isn't one in your area. But say you have some old pasta that you're not gonna eat, and somebody else has some, I don't know, tomatoes from their garden, then you can trade so that neither of it gets wasted, but you don't have to buy more. My next tip is to do more cooking at home if you have the time, and also make coffee at home if you have time. I've never really been one to eat out very much. It's just never something that my family really did, or we didn't really order in. But with the pandemic, I've been ordering food a bit more frequently, which is definitely not zero waste, but we do what we have to. But I've also been cooking a lot and making up new fun recipes. So yeah, I really recommend. There's so many, obviously, resources on YouTube, on Instagram even, lots of food Instagrammers, or just your good old-fashioned cookbook. I just bought a new cookbook from my local bookstore. And eating like this, instead of eating out all the time or ordering in all the time, really cuts down on a lot of waste. And then you know exactly what you're eating too. You can custom it to whatever you like to eat. And obviously not everyone has the luxury of the time it takes to cook, but there are also a lot of 10-minute one-pot meals that I like looking out for when I don't have as much time. Another idea is to walk and bike when you can. Again, not everyone is able to do this, but if you are and you have the option of going, driving to Target, I don't know, a couple miles away, or walking to a Walgreens or something nearby, maybe try that and get some fresh air while you're at it. We don't have too many more warm days left, at least not here in the Midwest of the United States. So I just actually went for a walk earlier today and it felt incredible. Yeah, and biking. I know we have city bikes, divvy bikes in my city, and if you have community bikes, then totally utilize them. I think they're wonderful. Oh my gosh, what's happening over there? Or look into investing or finding a secondhand bike in your area. And then on my Instagram recently, I made a post about saving my roommate's ice cream container. It was a plastic one to use as food storage, so I don't have to buy Tupperware or anything yet. So yeah, use your jars, your pasta sauce jars, your containers, and use that as food storage. You don't have to go out and buy a pretty matching glass Tupperware if you don't want to and don't need to. Just reuse what you already have. And I actually should probably declutter some of my jars, because I have 35 jars or something ridiculous that I don't use them all. And that's it for today. It was a really quick one. I hope some of these tips were helpful. I want to do more of these. If you have suggestions, let me know. That'd be awesome. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you next time. Bye.